Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the GG Leagues. This is the Overwatch playoffs, week 1. This is Division B, and I'm here as always with two try-hard Ray. It's playoffs finally, and we're about to see hopefully a banger of a series between UVU Black and Platteville Overwatch.
Yeah, this should be exciting. As we saw last week on the stream, the conclusion of the regular season came down to the two undefeated teams between Towson and the AC Badgers. AC Badgers pretty much dominated and looked like the favorites coming into this playoffs, but these teams might have something to say about it depending on what we see tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and we're kind of going in blind here, Ray, with the Platteville Overwatch team. We don't know anything really about them. We've seen UVU a lot. But Platteville is kind of this unknown quality. They're 6-1, and well, that's got to amount to something.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And with that, let's go ahead and just take a look at the bracket to give you guys an idea of how this is all going to break down for you guys.
Yeah, when we get this bracket right here, look at this. So AC Badgers versus Columbia, and Whitewater Warhawks versus Vespa Hokies. That is the top section of the bracket. Then we have Towson Esports versus ERAU Eagles. And then in the game that we're watching today, Platteville Overwatch versus UVU Black. So next week, we're going to see the winners of this matchup face the winners of the Towson Esports versus ERAU, which if I had to put any money on it, I assume Towson is going to be in that semifinals.
Yeah, there's a good chance. We did see on stream that ERAU almost reverse swept Towson before it came down to Nepal. So you never know. ERAU might be the dark horse in this tournament.
Definitely. And well, I'm just excited to see this. I'm ready to see. We don't, like I said, we really know nothing about this. We don't have their roster. It's very, very confusing all around. But now I have the rosters for people here, and well, we're gonna see from the side of Platteville Overwatch, we've got Pitra, Cal Phoenix, MC Challenger, Surge, Spork, and Kitty on that side of that 6-1 team.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like a primed roster. I mean, they're 6-1. They're obviously a good team. I remember just talking off chat with the production team about there's at one point where Platteville, Whitewater, Towson, and the Badgers were all undefeated. They ended up dropping. I can't remember who they lost to, but I mean, besides that one blip, I mean, they're 6-1. Again, this is a really good team we got here.
Yeah, definitely. And then on the side for UVU Black, we got Mercy, Monkey Bean, Pooba, Mr. Robot, Numbers, and Diz. And for the first map of the evening, it's been on our screen for a little bit. Nepal, we're going to be starting out on. And before we start out on Nepal, we got to say a special shout out to some new additions to the production staff. Hippies for Sale and Storm Warrior coming in with onto the observing team. As if you guys did not know, our old observer Capitano is now working for the Overwatch League on the production on the observing team.
Yeah, congrats to him. That's an awesome opportunity for him. Very happy for him. So unfortunately, he had to leave the team to go start that, as I was going to be hitting preseason here soon. So yeah, I mean, welcome Hippies for Sale and Storm Warrior. We're very excited to work with you guys.
We are indeed. Now let's talk about Nepal, Ray, as it is a very interesting type of map, and two of these maps have that very overtly enabling the hero that is known as Symmetra.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to the Shrine map and the Village map, tends to be really good on both those maps. It really enables the brawl. But then when it comes to Sanctum, it's really tough to call. It normally depends, what SR range you're looking at. But you can see anything from double shield to like a ball sig, or you can still see rush, but it's more of a crapshoot of what you're going to see on Sanctum.
Definitely is. And now we're going to be loading in here, and well, we're not starting out on Sanctum, we're not starting out on Village, we're starting out on Shrine, and we're going to see what these teams are going to opt for to start this playoffs off with a bang. And right now we're seeing there's some pretty bog standard compositions coming out from both of these teams, as Mercy is going to be locking that Symmetra for the time being.
Yeah, interesting that Platteville. Okay, as I say that, they're swapping to the Symmetra. Yeah, I think the main difference here is it's going to be the May versus the Cassidy difference, and the big thing is just going to be, can May get some good walls to isolate, especially the Reinhardt, and then can the Cassidy help take care of turrets and stun anyone? As I say that, they're swapping to the Junkrat. They were just getting the teleporter.
Yeah, both teams opting for just the teleporter, as Mercy is going to be using this, getting over to Cassidy, as well as they're going to start things off, as the side of UVU have already gotten to point early on, and well, they're going to be taking names already, as Cal Phoenix is going to go down to Mr. Robot on that side of the map. Already, as this is going to be looking like the side of UVU Black is going to open things up with Mercy getting money picks in that fight.
Yeah, incredible job there. They got aggressive. It was interesting because they had their Cassidy lagging behind, because the Cassidy was the one playing the Symmetra to put the teleporter up, but the team was still able to just group up together, get some nice walls for the May, and just isolate targets. And we're already coming up on a window for Numbers, and then we got the Shatter coming up for Booba.
Yeah, we're gonna see here. They're gonna start things off with the Ant Matrix out and about for the Baptiste on the side of UVU Black, and Mr. Robot has already taken out Cal Phoenix yet again early on in this fight. Is gonna be traded out. Both main tanks are down, with the Deadeye coming out from MC Challenger, finding out Monkey Bean as well. It is still even all around, but Diz now getting unlocked and finding kills, and that's gonna open things up for the side of UVU Black. Yet again, both supports getting in and on the kill feed.
Yeah, incredible there from the support line of UVU Black. Things were looking, interesting there. They had a Cassidy on point for Platteville, and they were just kind of having supports there, but they did a nice job there. Diz getting 2 picks, and then Numbers coming back and getting 2 picks of his own. And just look at the ultimate advantages for both sides. UVU Black didn't use any ultimates except Window that fight, and Bomb, and they have 4 to work with.
I'm gonna see the Deadeye is gonna come out here from Mercy looking for something. Not gonna find anything besides that keeping that aggression away from that window out from Kitty. As now comes the Blizzard out from Monkey Bean, looking to lock up the rest of Platteville to close this fight off, and a nice headshot with the Icicle onto Surge is gonna close things up, it seems, right now for the side of UVU. But the Shatter now coming out from Cal Phoenix is gonna find 2 of their own. They might be able to flip this back into the favor of the team in blue, but all these picks now coming into the favor. A couple picks going to the favor of UVU, but it does seem like the side of Platteville have finally found their footing, as Surge gets a couple 2K there late and getting this point flipped at the 11th hour into the favor of the blue team.
Definitely, and I feel like for these next couple of fights, you're going to see Platteville have the advantage, especially UVU's already swapping to a soldier here. They're going to have the ultimate advantage and be able to get this, but UVU Black just needs to win 1 fight, so they probably are just going to dry fight a couple fights here, build up their ultimates, and then use them all to sweep them in one fell swoop.
They might not even need to do that. They do have some pretty powerful ultimates on the board. If they can get a pick here with this Ant Matrix coming out from Numbers, self-destruct going to be there as well. Not going to find anything, but the space is going to be made now, as they're going to have to rotate away, as Puma's taken out Cal Phoenix. It is going to be traded back. Numbers, yet again, going down to this Riptire. It is still even all around, but Surge taking out Diz could be the pick that they need to keep it into the favor of Platteville, as they need to continue to hold on to this point, as it is that last fight territory, like you were saying here, Ray. And it does seem like the side of Platteville are going to continue to hold on for the time being.
Yeah, definitely. And they do still have quite some ultimates to work with. They still have the Shatter, the Noon here, and the Beat Drop is going to get invested immediately.
Yeah, the beat drop coming in as well. The Shatter coming out, trying to connect to Monkey Bean, and they do take them down. Mercy trying to turn it back, using this tactical visor, finding out Spork, but it's still even trades all around for both of these teams. They're going to be able to take down MC Challenger. No, Puma is going to give up, as they are only at 95 HP. as this is looking good still for this Platteville Overwatch squad. After a very shaky start, they're going to continue to hold on to this point.
Yeah, UVU Black is coming up on that pivotal May ultimate here, and that could be just the opportunity they're looking for to flip this, as it's going to be used.
Yeah, but no one's gonna get locked up with it. The Riptide coming out, finds two. Numbers and Monkey Bean are out of this fight, and that was gonna be huge. Numbers was almost up to this Ant Matrix of their own. The self-destruct has to be massive. Nothing finding, however, from Mr. Robot, as the side of Platteville, after a very shaky first start, are gonna be able to come back, and looks like they're gonna take this first round of Nepal.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just takes you a couple of fights to get your footing here in this game, and it looks like Platteville finally found their footing. And you know, as soon as you have point control, especially with that Junkrat, I mean, it's really tough to retake after that.
It definitely is. It definitely is indeed. Now we see we're going to Village, and continuing with most likely Symmetra being used at least for a teleporter out of spawn. As we shall see if anything really changes, as yep, there goes Mercy over to the Symmetra.
I mean, no surprise. I mean, normally on Shrine you can you don't have to run Symmetra necessarily on Shrine. Village, I mean, most of the time you're always going to be running a Symmetra on here, so no surprise here, as I don't think the Symmetras are actually going to swap this time. They are not, but UVU Black is not electing to run the Symmetra, so be very curious to see how this interaction is going to work here.
Yeah, we'll see here. Both teams already locking up on point here. The Immortality field already out from the both teams as they go down super low. Puba specifically is going to fall down to the Symmetra of MC Challenger, as they're going to be charged up as high as they possibly can. And it does seem like Platteville, unlike last time, will start off with a point control.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Symmetra is going to be the big difference here. She's going to just be able to build her beam off of the Reinhardt shield, already 76% to that wall. You know, incredible here. I think that's going to be the major difference here, and it might be the reason why they're going to win this map, in my opinion.
I definitely have to agree with you here, as the speed boost is going to come out from Diz, trying to get to the point without really having to deal with much of the damage coming out from Platteville, and they are going to get there without having to really take a fight, as they take this point into their favor. The Riptide now coming out from Monkey Bean, finding two of their own. The side of Platteville are trying to do as much as they can to keep it in their favor. We do see that photon barrier on the board, but nothing really doing. They were not able to survive the Riptide from Monkey Bean.
Yeah, I think that was a big mistake by Platteville. You're playing a Symmetra comp. You need to be hard holding point, especially against another rush style composition. And they were holding the high ground, and then they kind of got caught with their pants down there. And UVU pretty much took the point without any kind of resistance.
Yeah, the Shatter now coming out, connects to three people, but there goes the sound barrier coming in from Diz to try to keep up everyone and healthy, as the Riptide comes out from Surge, finds two of their own. It is going to be traded out all around, as both teams have found a couple of picks in this fight, 3 to be exact, but now the side of Platteville are opening up and getting all the picks they need to flip it back into the favor. They do lose Kitty late. They still win this fight nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, both teams pretty much lost their squads, so the Lucio just needs to go back for Platteville and go get the rest of the team, as Platteville's going to do a complete, as UVU Black's going to do a complete, just regroup here, and they do have Shatter coming into here, so if they can land a good Shatter here, they have a chance to flip this point.
I definitely have to agree with you, as they're going to look here coming around. They're going to send out with the Shatter. They do connect to Kitty and Surge. And the charge coming in from Cal Phoenix, taking out Diz. But it's not going to matter, as they're going to find two. But there it is yet again. Surge finding two with the Riptide. And it does seem like the side of Platteville have continuously are going to continue this hold on the point, as Surge gets another one late on to Mercy.
Yeah, Surge is doing an incredible job on this Junkrat. It seems like every fight he's having a tire, and every time he's getting at least 2 kills with it. So doing an incredible job here, as As yeah, I mean, as we're gonna continue here, Calf here is looking on a shatter, and it looks like they're gonna have their photon barrier here, but they do have a tactical visor window combo to work with.
They're going to use this tactical visor early on, and they're going to find Sport, and that is going to be big as Puba finds their counter, their Reinhardt counter as part, and the side of UVU Black are going to come through strong, getting all the picks they need as Puba with a nice 3K in that fight.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it's kind of, you know, reminding me to last map where UVU had it the entire time and then Platteville took it at the end and then just ended up snowballing that to the victory. But it's like the opposite here. 99 here and UVU is going to flip it. Let's see if they can take it all the way. It is a lot tougher to come back onto those points and get it back with Symmetra.
It definitely is, but they do have this photon barrier to mitigate as much damage as they possibly can. They're going to use it to start things off, and the shatter coming in from Cal is going to be massive, but they don't find any really follow-up. They do take out Mercy, but that self-destruct coming in from Mr. Robot's going to be huge. Surge looking for something. They take out numbers, but they do pay for their own life. As they're now seeing Mr. MC Challenger is going to be on point, get this point back into their favor. Is anyone going to be able to touch as this overtime bar burns down? They are going to get back. Mercy is going to be there on the point with Diz, who popped that sound barrier. The respawns are coming back now for Platteville, and they've got this locked down, and they're going to take it. Platteville Overwatch takes round 2 in map 1 on Nepal.
Just can't believe the tracer for UVU didn't bother to touch. That's incredible. I mean, I felt like Platteville was going to win that anyway, but to not go and touch is pretty incredible. But again, close matchup. Both of them went 99-99. So this has not been an easy run here for the 6-1 Platteville Pioneers.
Yeah, as that was not an easy run at all, like you were saying. But there were some flashes of brilliance from both sides on that first round, and really, it could have gone either any real way, depending on which of these fights changed into one of those two fights changed really, as we saw Puba popping off multiple times and Surge as well for the side of Platteville. And I'm excited to continue on this journey of the playoffs, as we're going to be going into a hybrid map type next. It's going to be Kings Row, Blizzard World, or Eichenwald. And I would only have to assume we're going to be seeing Kings Row, but we'll see when we see it, because, well, obviously we don't know right now.
I mean, it's called Scrims Row for a reason. Everyone loves to play it. Both those teams seem to love Rush, but if I remember correctly, we've seen some ball compositions out of UVU Black in the past. So maybe they go for Blizzard World, which is a composition that more allows them to play the ball composition because they get the pick.
Yeah, we shall see here. Well, whenever we get this map pick in from UVU Black, as I mean, it's just going to be very interesting. It is just an interesting decision, and if, well, whatever map we get to see, it will tell us a lot about what we're gonna be seeing from these two teams.
Oh yeah, agreed. I mean, when it comes down to control, it's just Rush composition is so good on most of them, you know, and this is like Ilios Well, for example. So I mean, you're almost always going to play Rush on control. So you tend to see what composition teams really like to run, especially when you're not in. Obviously, Owl, they make the compositions they like work on every map. But in a setting like this, oh, kitty. But in a setting like this, we'll start to see what compositions they like as we're heading into more of the hybrid and escort maps, as the pick is in and we are going to Eichenwald.
And I do like Eichenwald here. It is one of those maps that anything really can work, specifically on these first 2 points. But when you get into the abandoned German castle, as our observer so eloquently put it, we're gonna be seeing a lot more close quarters and most likely a lot more brawl if we're gonna be seeing anything different before these first that last point.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to really depend on defense, you know, especially against the rush. Uh, Double shield can be really big because it's really hard to push through that choke against a double shield spam composition where you have Junk Hanzo or Junk Ash just constantly just unleashing onto your shields. It's really tough to play Brawl in that against that. So, but yeah, again, Brawl's just another big one that we'll probably see on this map.
Yeah, definitely. It's just really if you feel comfortable swapping off. Not a lot of teams like to do that in the lower echelon of Overwatch. But it is that playoffs, and you need to find that upper edge onto another team. So maybe swapping over to Winston on point 2 is going to help you out in the long run. We shall see when we see if these teams like to make adaptations during this map, or if we're going to see teams run straight through this entire map with one standard composition. But as of right now, we're seeing this double shield, which is a very good defensive comp for the side of Platteville Overwatch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is like your go-to kind of standard double shield. You have a hit scan kind of type person with the soldier in this case. You have your spam with the Junkrat, and then obviously you have your mercy to pocket the soldier and to res anyone who goes down. And then, yeah, it's going to be crazy as we're going to see UVU Black playing a very interesting composition. I've been seeing this composition pop up more and more recently. This Sig Hog, it's a very like almost like playing competitive online style composition where you don't have a lot of communication, so you play more pick style, like separate, if that makes sense, where your tanks aren't always playing together.
It's a very reminiscent of that one time that Hog was just busted and you had to run Hog or you're going to lose your games. But, well, MC Challenger does not care what composition you're going to be running, as Monkey Bean is already out of this fight, and the res is going to be burned on to the Pharah early on in this fight to continue the going forward. But there he goes. Monkey Bean is gonna get revenge onto their assailant, as Monkey Bean does go down yet again, but it's still traded out all around. Both teams are down only one person to start off with, as they're gonna continue to push forward, looking for this pick onto someone. The hook coming out, not gonna find anything at the moment, but still anyone's game for the time being, unless this can come out, as Mr. Robot is gonna find the pick that they need. Taking out Pitra is gonna be huge, and there it goes. The rest of UVU are gonna collapse onto Platteville and take this first point.
Yeah, and yeah,
that was a nice rock.
Yeah, that was a nice rock. But yeah, I mean, that was very interesting. I wasn't expecting that composition to work that well for UV Black, if I'm being completely honest. Like I said, it's a very just pick style, like you're just basically going off of your individual skill on Sigma and Hog, because individually they can just do so much if you're good on them, but you're not really relying on any kind of like synergy or playing together. And I mean, it's working for them. They're catching Platteville off guard a lot of the time.
They definitely are indeed. A nice rock coming out from Pitra. They're going to use this Gravitic Flux early on to lock up this aggressors from the side of UVU, and they do take out Kuba. Looking for more is the side of Platteville. The res is going to be there, but that's just going to be some ult charge for this Platteville squad. And no, not just I say that Kuba somehow miraculously gets out of that fight. But Mr. Robot is going to go down, and that's going to be Platteville's fight win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just the amount of ult charge they got, they're already coming up here on a supercharger, a window, a Valk, and a tactical visor here. But UVU Black has a lot of ultimates of their own. They got the Nano, the tactical visor, and the Flux here. So they're primed here to keep pushing this card if they use their ultimates wisely here. Joker?
Nothing is going to be doing with those tactical visors, as now the Amp Matrix is going to come out from Spork. coming out as their nano boost is going to be there as well from onto Mr. Robot, but still it's looking good for the side of Platteville. The nano boost is going to tick down, only fighting one pick with it, with a nice hook coming yet again, but it's going to be saved with a Deadeye coming in from Surge to protect that hooked victim.
I don't know if they intended to do this, but Spork on the Baptiste, I'm 100% certain that Hog was looking to hook the high nooning Cassidy there, and Sport got in the way. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was actually pretty big.
Yeah, it definitely is. The Grid Flux coming out now from Pitra yet again, looking for some picks, and they are going to find the picks they need. Booba going down to Cal Phoenix on this Orisa, and well, they do get the pick onto Surge, but there's just so many picks coming in for the favor of Platteville that it's not going to matter in the end.
Yeah, definitely not. And I mean, now you're just seeing, I mean, just the craziness of these compositions UVU Black is playing. Now they're on Sig Diva, the double eat composition. Again, another weird one you tend to see a lot in like your online ranked mode. I mean, I think you're just seeing now how not great of a composition it is, if I'm being honest. And the double shield is just eating it alive at this point.
Yeah, they're going to try to change things up. They've got Mr. Robot now on to this Diva to try to do something here, but it's not really working as they're going to be pushed back by the Tactivisor from MC Challenger. Not going to find anything you really want to. They're going to try to take this through the ramparts of Eichenwald Castle here as they're going to start things off. They got this amplification on the board from Spork yet again. Pump in as much damage and healing as they possibly can. The Riddick Flux now coming out, trying to take someone down, and they do take out Pitcher. Oh, Pitcher does fall to their own. But it's oh my goodness, Surge with a 3K Deadeye coming through, and the res is going to come through onto Pitcher just to tidy things up.
Yeah, interesting. I don't even know if the res is necessary. They just wiped them, and they would have saved some cooldown time on that res. But I mean, by the time this next fight starts up, I don't think it's really going to matter. But yeah, I mean, UVU Black really only looking at a Diva Bomb and a Beat Drop here, as they're going to swap over to the Brawl now. Might be too little too late at this point, but you never know. Let's see what they can do here.
And if they can close this distance onto Platteville, the rush, the brawl composition that they are running is just so in favor in these close quarters. But there's so much damage coming out from Platteville thanks to this supercharger coming in from Cal Phoenix. But now it's gone out, and they're going to use the speed boost, the sound barrier out as well from Diz. But they're going to be now falling victim to the Riddick Flux from Pitra. They do take out Cal Phoenix, which is a huge pick nonetheless, but it's still not looking like it's going to be enough. Mercy is going to continue to push forward to look to continue to get some card progress, but now they're going to be caught between the remaining forces of Platteville as the Ant Matrix comes out as well from this squad. But a boop coming in from Diz almost saves the day. The Bob out as well. Surge looking for a massive high noon. Look, can he find it? He can! He finds another 3-piece and the Bob in as well. And this should be all but over for the side of UVU Black. They do have 4 people left on point, including that DMEC Diva. And it still seems like they have enough value to stay alive, but the ball coming back, taking out a couple of people from this location, and they're going to be able to hold on this bridge to Platteville Overwatch.
Man, Surge is incredible, man. It's like he's going through the drive-thru every time at that high noon and saying, let me get a 3-piece and a biscuit, and he's just getting it, man. Like, incredible. He's really saving. I mean, I don't know if, UVU would have ultimately delivered it, but he really saved that fight there.
He definitely did. He definitely did indeed. And like you said, I mean, it might not have mattered in the end, but it made a huge difference because, I mean, well, it gave them an advantage. And here comes that data yet again, looking to, and I think just at that last moment, the defense matrix from Diva does drop and was able to get that massive high noon.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'd be very curious to see. Looks like UVU Black also going to be playing that double shield defensive composition here. It looks like for Platteville, they want to go rush, but they want to go just complete in-your-face spam rush with Junkrat Hanzo.
Yeah, as this is going to be an interesting decision. The battle of the snipers from both of these squads, MGC Challenger versus Mercy. Mercy, who can come out on top. I'd like to see, I think MC Challenger, just because of that one-shot potential coming in from that Hanzo, is just going to be so much more value, especially on this offense.
Agreed. I mean, if you think about it, the composition that Platteville's playing, I mean, what do you want to do against double shield? You want to rush into their face, not give them the space, and you want to break their shield. Hanzo and Junk are going to break those flimsy shields so fast. He's already going to get a pick onto the Mercy MC Challenger. But yeah, I think this is a very wise composition they're going here, as the Baptiste is going to go down as well.
Yeah, and this is going to open things up for the side of Platteville, as there is that play, the pick that I was much in favor of, the Hanzo, just finding so much more value. And they're going to start things off with a very massive time bank going into the first, or the second point.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that was so quick. It's like I'm trying to explain, to everyone, the comp they're running, and it's like by the time I'm done explaining, they've already taken the point. That was just crazy.
It is indeed, as Mercy going to be popping in some damage coming onto the incoming Platteville squad, but I mean, you don't find any picks again. It is unfortunate because, well, even with that Mercy pocket, there is no longer that one-shot potential. And it's just an inferior version of Hanzo at this moment for what they want it to really be, as they're going to push forward onto the remaining, onto UVU, as Cal Phoenix does go off the side of the bridge, but they do get the DMAC onto Mr. Robot. They do lose their Lucio in response, as it still looks like UVU Black are going to be able to win this fight out.
Yeah, when it comes to the second point here, especially when you have high ground advantage here I mean, this is a double E composition, the Sig Diva, but just being able to hold high ground with that Junkrat Ash is really valuable. Platteville's going to have to somehow get them off of this high ground if they want to start pushing this cart and take the map.
Yeah, we shall see here if what's gonna happen here going forward. They do have this Bob online to really contest the point. The Reptile is gonna be the first thing to go, as they're going to take out Kitty's Immortality Field, and Kitty is gonna go fall down to the Bob, as well as they're gonna take out Surge as well. But and that is gonna be that fight win for the side of UVU Black.
Yeah, definitely. Between the Tyre basically Tyre was able to do a massive amount of damage, take out the Immortality Field, and then allow Bob to finish off two of them and force Platteville completely back out. But look at Platteville, man. They are coming up on a 6-pack of ultimates here. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't start winning here.
Yeah, they're going to use this Dragon Strike to try to force them off this high ground while they're coming back. The Shatter coming out as well. The Riptire not going to find anything from Surge, but they're going to open things up. They've continuously... Oh, what a nice spin coming in from Cal Phoenix. They do lose MC Challenger there to the self-destruct coming from Mr. Robot, as it's still anyone's point at the moment. MC Challenger going to be swapping over to the Soldier 76 now, but Pitcha continues to get picks in this fight, and continuously is going to be able to push this cart forward for the side of Platteville.
And with that, it looks like, considering where they need to get the cart, this will be final fight for UVU Black if they cannot hold Platteville here. Platteville does have this window Diva Bomb and a Tyre coming up, with UVU Black doesn't really have anything to defend with.
But they do find the pick onto Surge and MC Challenger, but it is going to be traded around, and oh my goodness, they almost C9'd their Ray. That is not how you want to go out, but it's still looking good for the side of Platteville. They've got everyone they need. The Shatter in celebration as Platteville take a commanding lead in the series, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. I mean, Platteville's shown they've been the better team overall this series. UVU Black has put up some good fights. Again, map one, both the sub maps went 99-99, and you know took them to a decent amount of time here on Eichenwald. It's not like they just cakewalk through. Second point, UVU put up a good fight. But yeah, I mean, overall, Platteville had the better record. It's no surprise here that they're up 2-0.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there, Ray. They are looking like the 6-0 team. And well, they're gonna be going forward, looking to continue this out and finish it out on map number 3 as we wait to see what that map is.
Yeah, definitely, and it will be a 2CP map. But yeah, so they'll have either Volskaya, Anubis, or Hanamura to pick between.
Yeah, well, we're going to be heading into a break before we go into this map number 3. Do not go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss the conclusion of this playoff series. Welcome back, everyone. This is the mashup of Platteville versus UVU Black, and well, we're about to head into map number 3 here, Ray. As I'm very excited to see this 2CP map because, well, I keep saying it every time we see it. It's going to be one of the last times we see this map type in competitive Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, who knows with Blizzard when we're actually going to be able to get our hands on the game as consumers so we can start, just dissecting the game and getting our casting skills ready for Overwatch 2, because, it's going to be a totally different game to cast. But, yeah, I can't wait for that. And I think Volskaya is going to be the next map here, and I'm very excited. We've seen so many just stream games here where 2CP sometimes it starts getting the momentum of the team who's losing. We've seen some reverse sweeps almost happen a couple of times, and it starts here on 2CP.
It definitely has to, unless you decide to draw here, but which is a very plausible outcome for this map. But let's not. You don't want to hope for that. You don't want to hope for a draw. You want to get this win into your back pocket, and well, move forward and try to start this reverse sweep as we head into Volskaya now. No swapping of sides, as we're gonna continue to see how this works out into the favor of Platteville, as they're gonna see we're gonna see what they're defending here, because well, they're on the defense and they get the pick first, and they're gonna see this double shield coming out yet again.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, their double shield did them wonders on Eichenwald there, and I mean, it's no surprise that they're going to keep it exactly the same. They did a good job on it, as I can't imagine they're actually going to play Bastion here, so I'm just going to assume it's a Ryan Zarya Brawl comp with Echo, and then they're going to swap that DPS.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see indeed, as Surge is going to be dropping a trap there to just get some extra ult charge, maybe get a kill as well. As yeah, we're going to see that swap over to the Mei from Monkey Bean instead of that Bastion to start things off for the attack for UVU Black.
Yeah, really interesting that they're looking to go with the Zarya here on attack. In most cases, Diva's always going to be the better option because she can just eat all that damage coming through. All you have for Zarya is 2 bubbles to work with. But yeah, they're doing a good job so far with their rotation. They just need to make sure they can get all the way to that high ground.
Well, they get to that high ground, but they lose the crucial part of their composition. Numbers is now out of this fight. And, well, they're now stuck between a rock and a hard place. The hard place being that Junkrat with the spam damage coming out, as they're going to continue to hold here on in this room, but to wait for Numbers to get back, or for a pick coming in from Mercy on this Echo. But nothing's really doing currently for either of these teams, as the Riptire is going to now come out from Surge to look to get this fight underway. Not going to find anything with that Riptire, but still, it's going to buy them so much more time to continue to hold on to this first point. As now they're going to be pushing in with the speed boost coming in from Diz, looking for a pick, as no, Surge is going to be the first one to find someone as Diz goes down, and this is going to be the side of Platteville. Start off yet again with a fight win as MC Challenger gets 2 with the tack visor.
I don't even think they needed that tack visor. Incredible there from Platteville. Yeah, as UVU is already going to swap over to the dive here. If that's the case, I don't know why they're still playing Mei. Mei is definitely not a dive hero. Looks like they're going to swap even to the Honest. Yeah, as we see that they're going to play the Reaper. Okay, so they're kind of doing a 6-man type composition here. They're playing Ana instead.
Yeah, and a very interesting decision on the last. The Reaper is the odd one out for me, but we'll see how it works off. Get in their face, shoot them down with the shotguns. Well, but you're going to need your Lucio for this, as MC Challenger hits some of the Helix Rocket to the face, taking out the Lucio of Diz and pushes back UVU Black yet again.
Yeah, I mean, just Platteville again is just showing very strong here tonight. Looking like, one of the four favorite teams that we were talking about before between the Badgers, the Whitewater, the Towsons, and the Plattevilles of the world. Yeah, and again, Surge up to another tire. Again, I think he should be, worst case, be a little. Oh, big hack there from UVU Sombra.
Yeah, Surge is trying to get out before they fall, and what a nice Valkyrie coming in from Kitty, keeping that Junkrat alive for the time being, as Mercy does use that copy, but has not really found much value with it, and I don't think they even popped a tactical visor from that copy on to the Soldier 76, which is huge. The Nano Boost is now going to be there onto Puba to cleave in as much damage as they possibly can with this Tesla cannon. They take out Kitty, and this should be now finally the side of UVU Black opening things up, as Monkey Bean finding a couple of headshot kills to finish them off.
Yeah, I think that was just a huge hack there from Monkey Bean. Big reason why they're going to take this point here. I do think with those tires, Surge needs to be a little bit more patient. Worst case with your tire, it's like 8 to 10 seconds of just completely zoning the other team. Even if you don't get a kill, you don't gotta go for some big play. Like even on his first one, I felt like he was predicting where he thought the team was going to be and then didn't get anyone. Just feel like he needs to be a lot more patient with that tire for his team.
Yeah, as they're going to start things off here yet again. Monkey Bean doing some scouting, but while they're doing that scouting, they've already lost 2 in this fight. Another one going down to the Junkrat spam of Surge, as well. Platteville are going to start off strong on the second point, which is in the nature of 2CP, so defensively, so in favor of the defensive squad.
Oh, definitely. As again, it took UVU Black very long to get that first point, so they don't have a huge time bank here to work with. So they really need to start getting things going. At least try and get a ticker set, as we say that Surge is going to take out the Echo. Don't normally see that from Junkrat. Again, the tire just failing for Surge.
They did get Puba very low, but I mean, they would have liked to confirm the kill onto that Winston to confirm this fight win. As well, we're gonna see Surge swap over, so it's not. It does not really matter in the end, but we have this EMP online. Kitty needs to get this Valkyrie up and to be able to keep everyone up and stable for the time being, as we'll see if this works out in their favor. Nothing's really gone out yet. The Nano Boost now going to come through onto Puba. The EMP still have not been used. There it is, going to be used out. They only find Kitty, who has already popped that Valkyrie, which is going to be huge in the favor of Platteville, as they're going to start looking to get into the favor of, get picks back into their favor. But right now, it's all UVU Black right now in this kill feed. The self-destruct coming in over the top, not going to find anything, but it's still picks coming in for this UVU Black squad, as they're going to find the DMAC onto Pitra, get this first capture onto a point. They do take out numbers, which is going to be huge. There is no longer that Ana on the field, but they need to be able to touch here before, well, they lose this capture percentage. The Raz going to come through, not going to find anything, however, in time before it can come out, as Mercy is going to copy over onto the Cassidy. Try to continue to keep it into the favor of Platteville. The self-destruct comes out, does take out Cal Phoenix, and they're going to be finally able to capture all 2 points.
Yeah, and they were able to get time on the clock, which is big here, and it gives them the opportunity here with a win condition, man. Even if they allow Platteville to get both points here, they got time on the clock. They're getting a second attack no matter what.
Yeah, they're going to be doing this, have this attack no matter what going forward, and it just all depends on how Platteville do this attack. If they get a massive time bank, it's going to be huge. We're going to still see UVU Black obviously have that 1 minute, but it's going to be, if they can get it a very high high time bank for the side of Platteville, it could bode very poorly for these overtime rounds.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're UVU, I mean, again, obviously you're trying to win, but even if you're going to allow them to get both points here, you gotta take significant time off this clock. You can't have them having 4 minutes on the clock compared to your 1 minute.
You definitely cannot. You definitely cannot. As we're going to see any second now. Well, we are going to see currently the side of UVU Black going to be opting for this double shield yet again with a Mercy on the Ash pick. And we're going to see the bog standard, more of the 6-man coming out from Platteville, yet again, are coming out from their attacking phase here, right?
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, this Sombra, yeah, it's, you know, textbook definition of 6-man here, as UVU is going to defend here with that double shield. I mean, if you can really get in this double shield's face, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna get extremely low there. Again, it's really tough, especially Moira does not have a lot of heals. It's really tough to keep her team up in this case.
Not long range shields at that, as we're going to see Cal Phoenix go down early on in this fight, as they're going to rotate here to try to push them off this objective, but no, Pitra is going to fall to their demise, and that's going to really have to stall out this first round attack of Platteville.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to get a big hack here, whether you want to hack the Orisa or maybe the Sigma or the Baptiste. You're gonna have to get a big hack here to open things up for your team. But she's gonna get found out and just killed immediately. Surge struggling here on Volskaya here. Tires and just the Sombra just not able to get anything going.
Well, they're going to swap off the Sombra now because, like you were saying, it really wasn't working out for them. They're going to be opting for this Echo now, try to open things up, but we'll see. The dive now going to come in, going to try to focus them off. They do pop this Primal, and MC Challenger has found Numbers and Monkey Bean, but there goes Cal Phoenix off the side of the map. But it seems the damage is already done for the side of UVU Black, as they're going to have to push back as they've lost so many people already.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nature of how this composition works. You get in their face like they did. The Reaper's just able to use his shotguns, blow them up in your face, especially on an Orisa or a Sigma, and then just able to just unleash massive amounts of damage, and then you're just able to get the kills really quickly. That's the nature of this dive composition, and as well, Reaper's doing all that. He's getting health too, so it's, again, that's why it's called, I mean, it's obvious, it's also called zombie comp. It's really tough. You don't see a lot of dying in this composition.
Yeah, it definitely do not. As gonna see the dive coming in yet again from Cal Phoenix, trying to open things up, but it's gonna be Kitty with the first pick in the fight with the Coalescence, and this looks very good for the side of Platteville. The Death Blossom finding Numbers. The Riptire is gonna come out from Monkey Bean to look to try to do something. They don't find anything, however, as Diz is going to try to touch. They're going to be focused down immediately. That's a massive time bank for the team in blue, Platteville Overwatch.
What did I say? If you're UVU Black, you can't have them having 4 minutes to your 1 minute. And that's exactly what happened. Oh, that's very unfortunate for UVU. I definitely think, Platteville's going to end up taking this. It's a game point here for Platteville, and their time back is just so much better. UVU struggled to take the first point last time. I think they got it on with like 30 seconds left, so I don't see a situation currently where Platteville drops the bag on this one.
Yeah, as we're going to see, Platteville are going to be opting for a different defensive composition for this time, as we're going to see no, they're gonna keep this double shield, but we're gonna see the Farah and the Cassidy come out, but maybe not. Pitra still deciding really what to do at this moment.
I think they're gonna stick with the DV here at this point. You got to stick with it. But yeah, I mean, Orisa Diva, again, it was that composition that Owl started running to counter the ball compositions. But I mean, it's a good composition. It also helps you counter Winston type compositions, because when you dive in, you got the pull for the Orisa to stop the Winston in his tracks. You're able to blow up his bubble and then damage him down. It's going to come down to what kind of value Surge is going to be able to get here on this Farah.
Yeah, as they're gonna be trying to deal with something, but they are gonna be trying to run another 6-man composition again without that Moira, and they're gonna be opting for the Ana instead, as it's starting to work out for them. They've taken out Spork, but there's 2 picks already into the favor of Platteville, but it is still even all around. If they can get another pick in this fight, it's gonna be huge, but Mr. Robot is gonna get demeched, and they're going to go down Monkey Bean as well. They're going to have to touch this point to keep it into their favor, but it does seem good for the side of Platteville at the moment. The Pharah in the sky, raining damage from on high, but the respawns are now coming back for the side of UVU, and they do seem like they're going to be able to get a first capture of a point. But the respawn's now coming back from both of these sides. The hack is going to be there on to Surge, but it's not going to matter. They're still going to find 3 picks, 1 with the barrage, and well, that's going to wrap things up for the attacking phase of UVU Black. But they do come out huge. They do get a capture percentage on the point.
Yeah, Surge finally found his footing there on the Pharah. Incredible pressure he was putting onto that 6-man composition. And 6-man, you don't really have a way to deal with Pharah. I mean, normally, Moira can, tickle her a little bit, but they weren't even running the Moira version of that. They had Ana, so just free reign there from Surge, and he took advantage and did a great job.
Yeah, so very good job indeed. As well, we're now coming into the end game here, Ray. It is looking more and more likely that Platteville will be this round's champion, and looking forward to push into that semifinals unless we get a miraculous hold coming in from UVU Black. They've got that 35%, so they need to at least get a point and a little bit more from Platteville. Oh my goodness, I went through both of them in the span of 5 seconds and went with the wrong one in the end. But we're gonna see how this works out. They're gonna try this double shield yet again for UVU. But they're gonna be seeing Monkey Bean on this Hanzo with Mercy opting for the Cassidy.
Yeah, again, it's going to be tough. I mean, I do think they have I like the Brig pick here, especially when they've been running this Winston at them. The Bash is going to be great here for the Winston or the Reaper. But, I mean, again, over 4 minutes on the clock. At first, Platteville did struggle to get the point, but eventually they found their footing and got it. So I don't see them messing this up here, as they're already going to get rid of Immortality Field there.
Yeah, and they're just pumping in so much damage right now. Surge is going to take out Mercy, which is going to be huge for the long run. But there is just so much time on the side of Platteville right now that they can lose these fights and still have an opportunity to win out later.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all you gotta do is get a Moira Coalescence up here, and it's gonna be really tough for UVU Black to deal with that. But yeah, I mean, again, Brig doing a great job on this Reaper. I think it's a really good like adaptation to this double shield that they're going with the Brig to deal with the Reaper. I think that's a very smart idea here from UVU Black.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree there, as we're just seeing the waiting for everyone to come through, get this perfect engage for the side of Platteville, as they're already going to lose Cal Phoenix, which is going to be huge. Spork does turn it back. They take out numbers, but it is going to be traded for it with their life, and it is going to be yet again the side of UVU winning this fight out, and they've taken down a decent chunk of time so far.
Yeah, look at the ultimates, man. They have 5 ultimates coming online here, as Platteville is barely halfway to most of their ultimates, except for Winston here. That could be big here. You get a primal, especially where they're holding and knock him into the cold waters of Russia. Could be pretty big here.
It definitely could be. It definitely could be indeed. As oh no, I thought Numbers was going off the side of the map, as Mercy has taken out Surge. The Deadeye again is going to come out, as well as this Dragon Strike. They do take out Mr. Robot with this Primal Rage, but it's still looking good for the side of UVU, who continuously waiting these fights out, and they've brought it down to under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, is they're going to swap to a full-on brawl here? Interesting. They will have the coalescence, though. I do think it took a while to get that coalescence. Normally, Moira can get that up pretty fast, so I'm surprised it took so long to get that. But they will have coalescence here. They will have bomb to work with here, and they're swapping over to Cassidy Junkrat.
They just want to try to spam down that double shield that UVU Black's going to be running. It is going to be difficult now. They only have these two tank ultimates to continue to engage with. Spork not having this sound barrier is going to be huge going forward. The self-destruct is going to be there. They do find a 1-for-1 trade, but now it looks good for this side of Platteville. As they have the sound barrier online. They've taken out Monkey Bean. This is going to wrap things up for this series as Platteville Overwatch take the map and the series and progress further into the playoffs for the GG Leagues.
Again, it kind of happened how I thought it was. It's kind of like how their first attack went. They struggled for a little while, but as soon as they got those ultimates up, it was, GG. But yeah, incredible job here from Platteville. I look forward to seeing them later in the tournament and see what they can do here. They'll place the winner of ERAU and Towson. I do think, Towson's obviously going to be favored, but again, on stream we saw ERAU almost complete the reverse sweep, so you never know, especially in playoffs.
Any given day, any given Sunday is what they say in the NFL. So any given Thursday, you can see a different change in the GG Leagues. So that is going to be that round one matchup done and dusted. The semifinals are going to be next week, and if we can pull up that bracket to see, well, what is going to be happening going forward. Before we end the stream, as we saw Platteville take down UVU Black, and like we were saying, they're going to either face Towson or ERAU Eagles going forward. We don't have that that final yet, so we don't know if they're going to be who they're going to be playing yet, but that is going to be looking at the matchup for them next week. But I think that's really about it, Ray. I don't have much more to say, as this is going to be it for us on the broadcast tonight. Thank you all for watching. Peace out and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Later, guys.